Tonight, shocking discovery. Vermilion RCMP are investigating after a body was found in a town early this morning. Plus, standing together, the local Muslim community shows solidarity in the border city as they condemn the recent attacks in Ottawa and Quebec. And new look, the Lloydminster Cultural and Science Centre debuts their new logo.
In sports, a champ is crowned. The Holy Rosary Raiders take the Wheatland title after a heartbreaking ending for the Lloyd Comp Barons.
This is Newcap News with Bart Pediasic.
Good evening. We begin tonight with a startling discovery in Vermilion early this morning. A deceased male was found outside an establishment at 4912 50th Street. RCMP and the forensic unit blocked off the area as they investigated the scene this morning. No further information is being released as police say it has yet to be confirmed whether or not the death is suspicious in nature. An autopsy is scheduled for early this week. Two men from the Moosomin First Nation are dead and a 19-year-old woman is facing charges after a fatal rollover at the First Nation Reserve yesterday. RCMP responded to the crash near Conchin a little after 4 p.m. yesterday, where they say the driver of a four-door sedan lost control going west and rolled the car into the Lehman Canal. The 40-year-old and 28-year-old passengers were pronounced dead on scene. The 19-year-old female driver is facing charges including 2 counts of impaired driving causing death and 1 count of failing to comply with a probation order. The driver remains in custody until her court appearance tomorrow. The investigation continues and police say no names are being released at this time. The recent attacks in our nation's capital in Quebec that left 2 soldiers dead is still fresh in many Canadians' minds, and that same can be said for the local Muslim community. Today, they stood shoulder to shoulder with fellow Canadians as a show of solidarity. Hundreds braved the snow this afternoon and gathered at City Hall as the Ahmadiyya Muslim community held a special rally. Local Muslim leaders say the event is to condemn those that commit terrorist acts in the name of their religion and remind Canadians what Islam stands for.
The real message of Islam is peace, and if there's anyone practicing different otherwise, they are not following the teachings of Islam.
We are as Canadians or Muslims, and love for this country is actually part of our faith, it's part of my faith, and I don't want other people to stand up and do something in my religion and actually give us a bad name. So as Muslim Canadians, we want to stand up and say Canada is ours, and we just want to show that.
The Ahmadiyya Muslim community organized similar rallies in cities across Canada. And as we mentioned in the previous weeks, the people of Lloydminster have once again stepped up to the plate to help a recently diagnosed cancer patient. Alicia Manuel is a single mom from the border city fighting the battle against breast cancer. After her parents beat their goal of raising $2,500, they shaved their heads as a sign of support.
We'll do what we can, and this is a big one, so you got nothing else to do but to do it.
Alicia Manuel was diagnosed in September and says the support has been overwhelming.
Mama's gonna look just like you. Wow. Whether it's monetary or cards in the mail or people just passing along, encouragement through family or friends or directly to me.
Blown away by it all. Like when somebody gets sick, you don't think that you're going to deal with it by yourselves, but the whole community has come together. People we don't even know, strangers, have come and helped our daughter.
Manuel is waiting on her results before starting treatment. In the meantime, she's starting a cancer support group for Lloydminster. For more information, you can visit gofundme.com/F16DIC. Well, it's been a year since the Bar Colony Heritage Cultural Centre changed its name to the Lloydminster Cultural and Science Centre, and now it's visible for everyone to see under a grand unveiling yesterday. The new logo represents Lloydminster and the area's history with 9 icons woven together. Shauna Maurice says it includes a teepee, a border marker, a wagon wheel to symbolize the pioneers, pottery to represent the growth of local artisans, and more.
St. John's Minster Anglican Church to depict local history, wheat to represent our agricultural roots, an oil derrick for the community's entrepreneurial spirit and the heavy oil industry, and lastly, a molecular diagram of hexagons to represent Lloydminster's growth in oil development and scientific achievements.
She adds the former name didn't accurately portray what the center has to offer.